Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we're back. We're better than ever. We're ending Black History Month or Black Future Month, depending on who you ask. We're gonna end it with a bang. We got the legend himself, the good brother Malcolm Bivens from NXT 2.0 in the building with us. My guy, how you feeling? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. It's a pleasure to be on here. Someone told me this is like your first interview ever. I don't know where I heard that. So, yeah, just grateful to be a part of it all. So, thank you.
Hey, for sure,
Yes.
man. Look, well, first and foremost, the first question I want to ask is how we feeling? What's our what do you how are we feeling today? Is the mentals good? Is the spirits up?
I
How we doing?
listen. I can't complain. I have the dusty cup in my living room. You know what I mean? I look
Ooh.
at it every 5 seconds. That
Yeah.
it's a beauty. You know what I mean? So I listen. I can't say anything negative right now. Now, you know, I could talk about Tatum Paxley, costing Ivy the women's dusty cup, but we
Mm.
try to stay positive today. I don't want to bring that up, but everything's great. Everything's fantastic.
Hey man, that's beautiful.
Yes.
We're
Yes.
gonna get into it first. Hey, look, the first question I got for you, pound for pound, I think right now you're probably one of the best promos in the game. One of the best people on mic in the. I want to say in all of wrestling currently.
Oh wow.
Who do you model that after? Who inspired you? Who'd you watch coming up that made you say, "Well, I gotta get right on this microphone"? Pause if need be.
I mean, I get this question a lot, and to be honest with you, it still surprises people. I watched a lot of comedy, so Robin Harris, Bernie Mac, Martin Lawrence, Chris Tucker. I mean, those were my main influences. So
Mm,
if you go back and watch them, if you go back and watch Def Comedy Jam, if you go back and watch Martin, you can definitely see some of Malcolm Bivens in there. So that was kind of like the basis for everything. And
Mm.
to be honest with you, I would say wrestling kind of came after that. Obviously, we have the Bobby Heenans and the Paul Heymans and whatnot. But for me, it was comedy, and that's what somehow like attracted me to all this, and pretty much it made Malcolm Bivens.
hey,
Wow.
I was not expecting Bernie Mac and Martin Lawrence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
It definitely makes sense though. It definitely like soon as you said it, it was like, I see it now.
We're looking at it, I could definitely see it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
especially the Bernie Mac. Like I could see the influence now. Now that you say it.
Yeah, like he's fantastic, like just when you go back and look at his work, he's been, I'm trying to think, he passed away maybe what 4 or 5 years ago. I don't know how long it's been, but regardless, when you look at his legacy and his body of work, I think that's what we're all trying to do, right? Bernie Mac will forever live in comedy. So, he left a lasting impression on me, and that's pretty much what I'm trying to do, is leave a lasting impression on other people.
Mm. Where would you rank Bernie Mac? As like 1 through 4 in the you know
like a,
in the Kings of Comedy?
It's
Where does
tough.
Bernie Mac rank in the Kings
That's
of
tough.
Comedy?
The Kings of
mm,
Comedy. I mean, I hate to say it out loud. I would say he is number one. I would say Cedric is number two. I put DL at number three, and Steve. Sorry,
Mm.
brother. You're number four. So
same. I got it the same way.
Uh,
yeah.
don't let
That's
Steve Harvey
solid.
get you in that Green Goblin suit.
I listen. He might. I've done numerous bits. Just thinking that no one would ever see it, and trust me, they have seen it. So Steve Harvey, if you see this, I'm just joking, man. You're the best. You're the best ever. You're the best. Please get me on Family Feud, man. Those checks. I appreciate it.
Nah, definitely. Like a lot of performers in the WWE, like before they head out to the curtain and everything, a lot of people say they still get butterflies. Like, how about you? Like, is it the still the same way for you?
Yeah, everyone handles it differently. I know for me, it is, I would say, somewhat stressful, and there's always the worry of, can I do this? Will I do this? Do I have everything down? Am I feeling this the way that I should. And I have my rituals, I have my mantras, whatever. Um, it Everyone has their thing, and for me, I can get nervous. I will get nervous, but every situation is different, right? Like last Tuesday, that was a different nervousness than the week before. So it really all depends on what exactly I'm doing. Who I am working with. It's it varies, but you will always get those butterflies, and I don't think that will ever go away. And if they go away, then I think that's a problem. I think you have to look and go, hey, like why am I no longer nervous? Because I don't care what anyone says, you will never ever fully 100% understand or have a complete comprehensive knowledge of this. There's always learning, there's always growing. So for me, it's there should never be a point to where I go, oh, I got this, because I probably don't. And sometimes, it is the stress and the nerves that will add on the extra layer of pressure, and it can take a decent promo to a good promo, or a decent match to a great match, because you're on it.
100%.
Yeah.
I want to know what was the plan? Was wrestling always the plan for you, or managing always the plan, or was that something you stumbled into? Like, I know for me personally, podcasting wasn't that this was not on my radar at all. I kind of stumbled into this and found out, okay, I'm good at this, and I stuck with it. How'd you get into wrestling and managing?
So everything was a fluke. I'm not even joking. Like, none of this was supposed to happen ever. My brother, we're 9 years apart. He was a huge wrestling fan. He loved it. I personally did not understand it. It didn't make any sense to me. Like, if you're whipping someone, like, why are they still running? Like, wouldn't they stop? My mind is very, I'm trying to think of the right word, analytical, right? So for me, it didn't make any sense. So he was watching it all the time, watching Raw, and I just kind of just picked up on it. And I was going to school, and then I heard everyone using the Rock's catchphrases and Stone Cold, and talking about Triple H, and I went, oh, like, I have to check this out. And I checked it out, and it was great. And then I originally wanted to be an actor, so I went to grad school for acting, and it kind of just led me down this path. The other thing is, I did my thesis project in grad school to prove that I thought that wrestling was an art form, like a form of theater. So in order to do that, I had to train to be a sports entertainer. And little known fact, I think I said this last week, Cesaro was actually one of the people who originally trained me. So everything comes full circle. And I just started doing it. I never thought it would turn out to be this, and went to this place, went to that place, and then it just kind of added up, and it's been 12 years, and 12 years later, here I am.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That's funny that you say you wanted to be an actor, because one of the questions we were gonna ask is your skits. We're gonna ask about the skits that you do on Twitter. That definitely explains so much now, because in the skits and even on TV, your facial expressions, things that you do, it comes off very natural.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
appreciate
Now
it.
that we know that background, that's real interesting to know, for real.
Wow.
Thank you.
I feel
love
like it
comedy.
speaks so much to your character also. Like, just having that background, like, it literally makes so much sense. Like, all of the stars are like aligning right now. At least for me, that I'm just like, that's why he's this good. Like, that's
I
amazing.
appreciate it. And I, I'm trying to think of all the classes I had to take: stage combat, voice lessons, everything. And at the time, some of the classes just seemed, I don't want to say like a waste, but at the time I was like, oh, like, this isn't doing anything for me. And it's crazy because 12 years later, now I understand why I needed to take vocal lessons, because how to project, because sometimes you may not have a functioning microphone, especially on the indies, right? So it all just added up, and all the pieces came together. So I am extremely thankful that I have that background, because I'll be honest with you, if I didn't, I don't know if I would have been as successful doing this.
That's very honest.
It's for real. Well, speaking of the Cesaro being one of the people that that brought you up. Do you see yourself taking a bump again? Do you see yourself getting back in that ring and and doing a little something?
Yeah, yeah. The number one person, and I need to just beat their ass is Gunther.
Gunna.
Gunner, whatever his
Gunna.
name is. He's the one. He's the one. If I have one more match in me, it's against him.
That's him.
I want it. I need it. WrestleMania. It's probably going to be on the kickoff show. Me versus him, and I'm going to beat his ass.
Yes. The
Y'all heard it.
streets need it.
Yeah, please
Y'all
don't
heard it
tag
first.
him. When you tweet this clip out, please do not tag him.
Oh no,
Not
No.
because I'm afraid, just the WWE social media rules. Just
Okay.
FYI. I just want to
Keep it on the low.
for sure.
Yeah.
100%. I got you.
So I was wondering, with the Dusty Cup under your belt now, what's next for the Diamond Mine?
I think it's the NXT Tag Team Championships.
Yeah.
That's it. I am eyeing Stand and Deliver in Dallas. And we also have the pit bull of NXT, Ivy Nile. And I think she has her sights set on the NXT Women's Championship. So if I could have all the gold, that'd be great. That'd be fantastic.
Hey,
I'm rolling.
what are y'all events at me saying? You gotta manifest it, you gotta claim it.
Yes,
I don't know if you say that, but
yes, I'm putting it out there. Putting it out
Yes.
there. I want a chain with the Dusty Cup. What do you call it? I think it was Gucci Man. He had like the Bart Simpson.
Bart Simpson joint.
Yeah. I want one of those, right? Like he has the Dusty Cup. He has the world title, the NXT Championship, NXT Tag Championships, everything.
After y'all win the tag championships, you gonna throw the rock up?
Oh, of course. Of course.
Oh, I
of
love
course.
it.
I'm gonna try to get Jay-Z to actually perform. I don't know if that's gonna happen. I think he blocked my number years ago, but I'm gonna try
I
somehow
got a
to
line
get him
on.
there.
I got you.
Well, I
Jigga
see
Man.
him sometimes at work, so maybe I'll
Oh,
put
you
in a word
do?
for you.
Oh, okay. Okay. I appreciate
She's
it.
not lying. That's the funny part.
Tell him
She's
Malcolm
serious.
said what's up.
I will.
Jigga Man.
Word, Jigga Man. When you see this, holla at it.
Yeah.
Nothing works
Please,
for you.
please.
Speaking of Diamond Mine, look, the streets been talking. How soon are we, or how close are we to Diamond Mine tracksuits? As far as tracksuits go, it's Team Angle, it's Diamond Mine, it's Imperium. But when are we getting Diamond Mine tracksuits? Because those are fire.
I'm trying. We are working on them. So we have the hoodies, the Diamond Mine hoodies. If you go back and look at the original tracksuits, it's kind of modeled after that. But the blue ones, we're working on it. I don't know when they will be released, but it's something that we want out there. I want all the money. So if you have $399, go to WWEshop.com, make it account, use the code Big Mouth, save 5%, get your track jacket.
Big Mouth. That's the name of the episode.
We also need the never give up. Now you should, because that negative reinforcement is necessary sometimes.
Yes.
100%.
I actually felt really bad afterwards because I did it.
I
And
did
went,
it.
you know what? I hope there's some people who don't give up. I hope they don't think that I'm serious. So, I felt bad for like 30 seconds and then everyone said it was funny and then I moved on. So thank you. But I will try. I will try to get them on WWE Shop.
Yeah.
People, y'all heard it here first, man. If I had an air horn, I'd drop it. I don't. Well, I'm sure you're a man that's tapped into the culture. I'm sure you've seen Drink Champs with Nori.
Yeah.
He has a segment on his show called Quick Time with Slime. I want to do my version of Quick Time with Slime. I don't have the name for it yet, but I want to ask you a few questions.
I don't think it's trademarked, so you're good.
Oh, so this is definitely Quick Time with Slime with us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I got some questions for Malcolm Bivens. Like I said, your man is tapped into the culture. I've seen plenty of R&B references all over your Twitter. I'm sure you're well versed with the R&B. I want to know if you can make a faction with 4 R&B singers. Who would they be and why?
Ooh,
Tough question.
These are the tough questions right here.
These questions they don't ask.
So first person, I would say Ruben Studdard. We need a heavyweight, right?
Ooh.
Right. We need a brother to go after the Universal Championship. So to me, that's
Okay.
Ruben Studdard, right?
Yeah.
So we need a high flyer next. That's Keith Sweat. All right. Age aside, trust me, I know talent. Keith Sweat, right?
Okay.
Then we need some ladies in the group. I'd say Mary J. Blige. I personally could see Mary J. Blige versus Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania. Just throwing
She's
it out
Monet
there.
Tejada. I mean, come on.
Exactly.
Exactly. I'm trying to think who would the other person be. You know what? I am going to say Anthony Hamilton. I'm gonna throw it out there. Anthony Hamilton.
Yeah, that's a wild card right
Hamilton.
there.
Yep.
I definitely thought you was gonna say Jacquees, but it's cool.
I thought you were gonna say Bobby
I'm sorry,
Brown.
I missed the king of R&B.
Yeah, I thought it's all good.
I thought you were gonna say Bobby Brown. I was about to be like, that's a solid four right there.
Nah, I don't want to have to watch Bobby all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't. You know, I'm hoping to co-opt this faction, right, and bring them into Diamond Mine. You know, I feel like Bobby, you know, he'd be getting in trouble all the time. I have to say, hey man, why you eating all the wings and catering? I don't want to go through all that. You know what I'm saying? I just want somebody who will behave and help me make some money.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's understood. My next question. Everybody knows that the NXT parking lot is top 3 most dangerous places on the planet. How do you stay safe in the NXT parking lot?
Nobody wants it with Malcolm Bivens. That's it. Sometimes I'll just wake up 2 a.m. and just drive around the parking lot, just looking for trouble. Nobody wants any with Malcolm Bivens. Think about how many times I've been in the parking lot. Everyone has gotten jumped in NXT but me. I think that's a record. Everyone's talking about Natty's world records. To me, that's one. The only person in NXT that hasn't been jumped in the parking lot.
Wow.
That's a stat, people.
History.
We need to record this.
100%.
Exactly,
Guinness Book, put that on your resume. Guinness Book, reach out to this man, please.
Yes.
Thank you.
Stay dangerous.
100%. What's your relationship like with Kevin Owens? I've seen him on TV sporting the Bivens Enterprises t-shirts a couple times. Do you have a relationship with him? Is that somebody you would like to recruit maybe into Diamond Mine if possible? Talk to me.
Of course. Kevin is a really good friend of mine. And I said this last week. Someone else asked me. Kevin, all of New Day, I'm going to add in some names, Dakota Kai, Wendy Chu. Like, those are people that I would say are a part of my inner circle, so to speak. And they have helped me so much. They are the best people that I know as far as wrestling and just their knowledge and they're just really smart people. And we can bounce ideas off of each other. And all those people that I've named, again, I wouldn't be in this position if it weren't for them, because they've been incredibly helpful. And I'm sure that I have forgotten some other names, so please forgive me. But Kevin has been like a huge asset to me here. So hopefully one day I will repay the favor and help him win the WWE Championship at Backlash. But, you know, we will see. Everything is a process.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if people know this, but you're a New York City guy. Harlem World. Shouts to Harlem.
Mm-hmm.
When you come back to the city,
yeah,
Harlem's known for a lot of things: the art, the music, the food. When you come back to the city, what's your top 3 food spots? What do you like to eat when you come back to New York?
Ah, man, you are exposing me, because I am going to say the restaurants that are probably the absolute worst for your health and well-being as a human being on this planet. But first place, I would say Mana's, right on 125th. If you haven't had Mana's, it's basically like a buffet soul food spot. It is delicious. Like, I joked about Ruben Studdard earlier. If I went back and moved back to Harlem, I would look like Ruben Studdard. He was so damn good. If you are in Harlem, Mana's, MANNA''S, you gotta go to Mana's. I would say second spot, Red Rooster, Marcus Samuelson's restaurant. The wings,
top notch,
man. Something else. I would say the third place, That's tough. You know what? I'm gonna say Harlem Tavern. Harlem Tavern.
You know what's crazy? I was there, not there, but across the street from Harlem Tavern is Boulevard. I was there like I
Yeah.
think last month, and the food there is great. Me and my girlfriend went. She was like, "You want to go to Harlem Tavern? You want to go to Boulevard?" I was like, "Let's go ahead." You feel me?
I mean, y'all
It's
should have
that
gone to
close.
both. You could have gotten both, man. Just get the appetizer
I
and
could
then
not have
cross the street and
gotten
get the
both
entree, man.
because
Mm.
after I had them yams and the collard greens with the
Oh, you
turkey
were
neck
done. Oh
bones,
yeah.
It's nap
I know
time.
you had the itis already. I know you
It's
were
nap
hurting.
time.
Hurting.
what little Dirk say? Man, what? I could not move. You know what I'm saying? After
Uh,
the neck bones and the chicken was good, it was just too much. I was like, nah, I couldn't even
Yeah.
I
look
know you
over
were
at
suffering.
Harlem Tavern.
Next
Uh
time though. Next
oh
time.
no, this is definitely and Melbourne's is right up the block. So it's some good spots right
Oh
there.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Sylvia's as
I
well.
was just
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
say
There's a bunch of
that
good places.
Sylvia's.
Hey, look, we giving up too much game right now. Chill,
Oh yeah, that's
y'all
true.
gonna
That's
have to
true. I'm
pay to
sorry.
get the
Yeah,
rest. Chill,
Yeah.
chill.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah. Go to Red Lobster if you're in Harlem. If you're watching this, don't go to those places. My bad.
Facts.
the last question I have for Quick Time with Slime is, since you've come to NXT, have you had any OG wisdom bestowed onto you from one of the OGs, from Shawn, maybe Triple H, Regal? Has anybody hit you with some knowledge?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, everyone has, from Gargano to you mentioned Sean to Triple H. It's the one thing among many things that I love about NXT is the fact that there's never been a situation from I would say the OGs or the veterans who there's never been a situation to where someone has tried to give someone else bad advice, right? Everyone wants to see everyone else succeed because if you succeed, they succeed, and we all succeed, right? Like newsflash, but some people they don't really see it that way. So everyone has been incredibly helpful. Samoa Joe, that was one guy who, when he first showed up in NXT, he would just pull me aside and just give me feedback after feedback after feedback.
That's
And
dope.
it was just little things, right? That I never even thought of. Just the way I looked or how I said one word, right? Or how I put emphasis on something. And that was Joe. And it's one of those things where when someone like Joe or someone like Sean or Regal gives you feedback, it's for a reason and it's just priceless knowledge. So yeah, it's been incredibly helpful and great.
Man, that's love right there. But
That's
OG
love.
wisdom from Samoa Joe. Those some people to get some knowledge from.
Oh, for sure, for
Triple H,
sure. I
Absolutely.
Shawn
mean,
Regal, Samoa Joe.
yeah,
Definitely.
Joe has done it all. He's been everywhere. It's Roddy included. Roddy has been fantastic. Obviously, I'm not an in-ring performer, but just being around him and just hearing just again the little stuff, right, that can add up, and it can. I think I said it before. It can make a good match great,
Mm.
and just being around that because as crazy as it sounds, hearing how to structure or put together a good match actually correlates with a promo because it's a part of that overall segment. So again, the more that I know, the more that I learn, the better all of us can be as a group, as a unit, as a segment, and just an overall show.
Man,
Dope.
That's
that's
so
dope.
awesome. It's very like family like too, you know what I mean? Like it's a very like family mentality kind of thing. That's amazing.
Oh, it's a family. I mean, we can butt heads and fight. Obviously, as you saw with Ivy choking out her partner. I'm sorry, I'm still not over that. Maybe tomorrow, but yes, we are one big happy family.
Yes.
Man, I don't want to hold up your time. I don't want to keep you too long. Just one more thing before we get out of
Sure.
here, before we let you go.
Hmm.
Every Black History Month, we choose somebody to give their flowers to. We have guests on, and the guests, we choose a person that we want to give flowers to. We have you on the show, Malcolm Bivens. We want to give you your flowers while you're here to smell them, while you're here to
Hmm.
appreciate them. Look, the streets love you. We love you. We appreciate everything you're doing on
Appreciate
NXT,
that.
representing us and making us laugh every week. And you're doing your damn thing, man. And we're proud of you. And hey, thank you for joining us. I hope this ain't the last time you tap in with us, but thank you for everything, man. For real.
Thank you, and absolutely not. Once I beat Gunna at WrestleMania, I will be back. You all will have the privilege and honor, and I will have the privilege and honor of being on here to have my first post-match interview. So
Almost
thank
definitely.
you.
Dope.
Yes.
Dope. I do also have another question. I want to ask you this
Yeah,
question
sure.
one more last time. I
Yeah.
need to know, is it Uchi Wally or is it one mic?
You know what?
Hard hitting questions here.
I have to say Uchiwali. Uchiwali.
I agree.
That's just me though. That's just me though.
We're gonna leave it on that note. We gotta leave it on that note right there. That's it.
Oh, you got it.
There
You
we
got
go.
it. You got it.
Yes.
God bless.
There we go.
God bless.
Malcolm Bivens, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, my guy.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
The Black Announce Table Podcast.